Alright, the next story quest is called Crossroads, given to us by Menphilia in Amarang, or Nabatharang, technically. The map shows this portion of the overall Amarang map being cut off from the other sections entirely. There is no, so far at least, because there are parts to the west, south, and southeast that I have not explored yet, so I don't know for sure. Anyway, here we go. I can sense her presence, albeit faintly. Come on, let's look over by the crystal wall. Let's look over by the crystal wall. And, some more like pine cone plants that are like a 15 to 20 foot tall pine cone with a frond kind of leafing tree on top of it. We have molamanders, which look like naga, I think, but fiery. Uh-oh. Oh no, I angered one. It's maybe like a mix between molten and salamander. Molamander. That's my guess. I don't know. Also, where we are, the pristine palace of Malik, we have towers of stone, of red brick stone mostly, that are leaning, but still intact. We have walls. Well, these are like gray stone. There's a portcullis here. Well, sorry, there's a gate here that could slam down to trap me or negate entry if it wanted to. The destination. We have a grander like palace structure thing. I'm gonna before I click on the destination, I'm gonna get this ether current, which is on one edge of this circular platform of sorts that had some stairs leading up to it. There's a gate of entry. I think is what's going on there. Like, there is more red brick here motif. It's a very red, and then the ground is just that hard packed sand still, or hard packed dirt. There's some lizard monsters as well. Surveying. We have a cutscene starting. You're not gonna talk, are you? We look up to like the shining brightness of the light through the wall of light, and both of us get a headache. The screen goes white, then black. We're in a flashback to someone else's memories, probably, or this. The city looks good, but there are people running, seemingly in danger.
Run for your lives! It's the flood!
Yeah.
The flood!
We see a flood of water, light, probably light, but it looks like a tsunami of water.
The end is nigh!
Look! There's somebody up there! On top of the palace!
I'm interested in this. He's pointing up. We see a figure hovering. Looks kind of like a Menphilia. It is Menphilia. Hovering 20 feet up from this tower. Light shines from her. She's concentrating. It's difficult. The warriors of darkness appear one at a time. The paladin lending his spirit, disappearing. The ranger lending her spirit, disappearing. The black mage lending his spirit, disappearing. The white mage lending her spirit, disappearing. Menphilia bolstered. The warrior of darkness behind her.
No, stand back.
He tries to lend.
We shall stay the flood.
We shall stay the flood.
But this is what I want! It's my sacrifice to make!
She shakes her head slowly, but obviously.
Your time has not yet come. When all hangs in the balance, you must give them hope.
Minfilia!
Screen goes white, assuming that this is the, and then black, obviously, to transition. Assuming this is when she stopped the flood of light with the help of 4 of the Warriors of Darkness, leaving Ardbert.
This place.
We are now in kind of like, oh, we have our Minfilia looking at young Minfilia. We're standing on like, it seems like water.
You're...
Just like kind of calm and tranquil water light. If the light was portrayed as a tsunami, then I could also assume the light could be portrayed as just standing kind of, water.
Ours is a meeting long overdue. Full glad am I that we may finally speak.
Yeah. She looks to me. It's good to see you again. Or I've come at Thancred's behest. Or ... It's good to see you again. I came at my own behest. She nods, smiles.
My dear, sweet child.
Back to the young Minfilia.
Yours is a burden none should ever be forced to bear. Such pain and suffering you have endured. Yet still you came. For this and more, I thank you.
I've lost count of the times I've almost given up. If people hadn't helped me every step of the way, I never would have made it.
Yet here you stand, resolved. Now, tell me your heart's desire.
To defeat the Sin Eaters, and bring this world back from the brink. The remaining Wardens have hidden themselves from us. But with the power of the Oracle, I thought we might be able to find them.
Indeed you could. Their radiance would be unmistakable. But know, my child, that the power you seek will come at a price. We stand now at the crossroads. A decision must be made. 'Tis only natural to be afraid, to hesitate. But for your many trials, you have grown stronger and wiser. And with the love and support of those you hold dear, you have grown to love yourself.
The flood has washed away so much of this world. So many people and places and possibilities, and all the heroes who fought to protect them. Yet here the Scions are, trying so hard to help those few of us who remain, and seeing how tirelessly they work, how completely committed they are to the cause. I can't help but believe. But I want to do more than just watch and cheer. I want to make a difference. I want to help them like they helped me, and maybe even inspire others to do the same. Coming together, providing for one another. That's the only way forward I can see. Since all of our heroes are gone, we'll just have to make heroes of ourselves.
The older Minfilia
'Tis a beautiful, wonderful dream. One we share.
smiled and then placed a hand on young Minfilia's shoulder.
Though my power was all but spent in staying the flood, I prayed this final act would give hope to those who survived. That self-same hope lives on in you. It gives me comfort to know that the future is in capable hands.
It gets brighter.
If ever you should falter, remember this. No one, however powerful, is immune to the whisperings of doubt and despair.
Like a sun. It's a brighter sun glow, like orange yellowish kind of light around us.
Do
around
not
them.
give in to them. But do not deny them either. Look instead to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Thank you, Minfilia, for believing in us, for believing in me.
The older Minfilia seems to kiss her forehead and shines with this like a kind of wavy
Dearest friend,
light.
no words can express my gratitude to you for keeping her safe in these tumultuous times. You are a hero to us both. But not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone.
She seems to be fading while the light emanating from her just continues in waves.
Only together may you change the fate of two worlds.
And she fades and is lost in white light. And the screen goes black. And we find Minfilia on the ground, on her side, laying down, theoretically incapacitated, but we'll find out in a second. We are aiding her. Another cutscene. Says Minfilia. Her hair's red now? What the fuck? What happened? I remember speaking with Minfilia, and then... Hers like an orangish red now. And you look shocked at it. Is something wrong? Wait. Did her eyes change? Fuck. I didn't notice that. I noticed the hair. I didn't look at the eyes. Your hair. It's changed. Did the eyes change? Fuck, let me see again. Oh yeah, they're less like vibrant blue. They're still a pale blue, but they're a normal blue now. A parting gift, I think. Until now, I've walked the path she set before me, the path she set before all the Minfilias. But she's given me a new path, a new life that I can call my own. She puts a hand to her heart, and even though she's gone, I can still feel her, warm and calm and gentle. I can feel the beating heart of the world, the light that swells within it. And the Light Wardens, there's one here in Almarang. Let's hurry back, the others need to know. You don't think Thancred will be angry with me, do you? Oh, it's what Minfilia wanted. I'm sure he'll understand, or there's only one way to find out. Why'd that bring, that brought a frog to my throat? I got choked up for a second, because, yeah. I got this. It's what Minfilia wanted. I'm sure he'll understand. With a smile on your face. I'd like to think so too, but She shakes her head. Would you mind going on ahead? I'll be right behind you, I promise. We give her a nod. Check around for more ethereal currents. And we are running to the north, past those molten salamanders. They're like Naga, but red, fiery instead of blue and watery. We're running. It kind of seems like we're running back. Oh no, okay. We are going into a tunnel that is man-made, or at least man-supported with some wooden, but a great big, like, a thick wooden arch into the southern hills of Amber. But we're going to the west, so it's not really that southern, to us at least. We have some more, what I would call, that's actually pretty good, the armadillos, long-tailed armadillos that have a kind of ankylosaurus style ball at the end of their tail, like a thick spiky ball, a big spiky, which they can burst over their heads because it seems to be gathering moisture in the air. I think I fought those before, just to see what they do. I never really had to, I think, but the water thing is pretty interesting. We have come upon Ladle, so Ladle, another town. We see the stone golem is missing an arm, or maybe this is a different one. There's also like a couple flowers sprouting from his head, but it's probably a different one because there's. Well, no, I don't see any others. It could be the one we powered up that got powered down. Alice, Alphino, and Y'shtola are here, as well as Uragan J. Talking to Thancred gives us a cutscene.
Ah, there you are. We were worried.
Glad you're okay, bud.
Really? She wasn't the one that nearly got herself killed. It's a good thing Urianger called on us when he did. You were at death's door when we found you.
But thanks to your timely ministrations, I was not obliged to walk through it.
Like, well done holding your own against fucking Ranjit of all people. It took a while. That was a long fight. It was kind of boring, actually, if how long it was, but it was also exciting. Minfilia has not yet approached. She's kind of hiding behind a big wagon wheel. But Thancred looks over to her, sensing her, I guess, maybe. And then she approaches very slowly. One step, step, step. Not rushing. Just looking like a girl. No glowing eyes.
Minfilia?
No bright blonde hair. Alphino is taken aback. Thancred also curious for a second, but then
saw her.
Smiles and notices that she saw her.
I know I haven't exactly been pulling my weight up till now, but that's all going to change, starting today.
I think you've been doing fine.
I'll do whatever it takes to make Minfilia's dream a reality.
It should be your dream, in my opinion.
I can track the Light Wardens now. Maybe even help you fight them.
Thancred was sitting on like the 5th step, which was the top step of a steps leading up into like a shack of some sort or a building, whatever. And he got up, walked to her, and now is standing in front of her. Puts a hand on her head.
I'm glad you're back.
She's a little.
You don't have to say that.
The fuck was that? She was a little taken aback by it. Not in a bad way.
But I want to.
Happy surprise.
Your family. How else would I feel?
She looks up into his eyes and then down, tears falling. And then puts her hands to her face and starts crying in, well, a lot.
She will need a name.
Not wrong, I guess.
A name?
Although Alphino is, yeah.
A name of her own. I would not have her walk in the shadow of another any longer. And I think it a fitting tribute to our departed friend, too. At the mention of Minfilia, I would remember the woman who preserved our fellowship when all seemed lost.
God damn it. Tearing up again, as I am wont to do.
Do you remember what you were called before you were taken to Yulmore?
I'm sorry, I don't. I couldn't have been very old when it happened.
Then we must think of a new name. Suggestions?
Everyone looks to each other.
If the lady herself has no preference, I think the honor should rightly fall to Thancred. After all they have been through together, he's practically a father to her.
Well spotted. I'm so glad you're here to explain these things.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
Thancred closes his eyes. Has turned back to Minfilia, or she who will be
What
named.
about Reen?
R-Y-N-E. Reen. Why, though? Why? Erdian J thinks about...
Ah, blessing in Fae.
Ah.
Wait, doth this mean thou wert listening when I delivered my lectures on the pixies?
Not exactly, but that one word made an impression.
His gunblade is like...
Of course, if it's not to your liking, I can think of something else.
It looks not pristine at all anymore. Like, it looks like it might not even work. It doesn't look broken, but it looks... It's cracks. It's like a dull gray now instead of the flashing silver it was before.
Reen. Yes, I rather like the sound of it. Thank you.
That settles it then. Welcome aboard, Reen.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about that. Be you. We got each other's backs. Don't worry about it. No one? Seriously? No one say that? Come on. She's fucking like 13 or 14 years old. Yeah, whatever. Crossroads is complete. The cutscene is about to... Yep, here we go. Alright, the sponsor, non-sponsor for this video is Bigelow Earl Grey Tea. It's a 6-pack of... so 6 boxes, 20 bags per box. There's no real reason that I choose Stash for my chai and Bigelow for Earl Grey. It's just... They were the best prices. And the flavors are good enough for both of them that I have not tried to just use the same for whatever. If you've never smelled an Earl Grey tea bag, it's an amazing smell. The taste comes out interesting. I do have to use some of that MonkFruit sweetener, or Monk Zero MonkFruit sweetener, which I had in the last video as my sponsor, non-sponsor. But yeah, I got the idea by Jean-Luc Picard, tea, Earl Grey, hot, But it's fine. If you purchase it with a link in my description, I will get a cut. I've literally made $0 from that so far, so Whatever. Anyway, I hope you had a good time. I'll see you next video. Bye.